All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Kohalo Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kwadash. Double honors, Pastor Elders, Great Millstone, and Ruler Teach Well. Peace, salutation to all you occupied four corners of the earth. Hey, this is Yaquad from YSO, Yahushai Sanctified Ones, coming to you with a quick video. Right? And the video is not going to be very long. It's just about a righteous man falls 7 times. Because we're all in this truth, and being in this truth is not an easy thing. It's not easy. It's not, you have to be very diligent, in this truth. You got to keep pushing. You got to stay. And this world is set up a lot of times to everything is a throw off in this world. You got to live, you got to survive. You got children, you got family, you got to take care of them. Everybody needs, you know what I mean? Money is a defense. Money is a defense from poverty. So you got to make the money to keep yourself out of poverty. So you're not on the corners, you're not eating no food. So you're working. And a lot of these jobs, you're working like a slave. You're working hard. You're working, to maintain, to make it. So you feel like you're falling, For you younger guys, you got school, you're in school, for guys that's in the truth that's, in high school or middle school, you're dealing with the things of the world, the people of the world, the young kids with all the young craziness going on, all the music, the sports, your mind is cluttered with so many different variations of life that Satan is offering, so many different things that you need to make it. You got to, if you don't do certain things, you can't make it in this world. You won't have a car, you won't have a house, you won't have an apartment, you won't have. So it's set up really for you to fail, and this is your test. You go through a lot of tests to make it. It's not going to be easy getting to the kingdom. It's not easy getting into Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It was set up to be hard. It's set up to understand the wickedness so you can relish and you can work within the righteousness. So you can bring righteousness to its flourishing, right, through Yahweh Shai, right? So this world is set up for a man to fall. That's why the Lord said righteous man should fall 7 times, because there's going to be so many different obstacles. There's going to be so many different hurdles, and it's going to make you feel like you're not always right. You're not always on point. But it's just the way it was set up. It was made this way to make you better. Iron sharpen iron. So does a man sharpen his friend's countenance. Because while you keep teaching, you keep working, you keep reading, you keep studying, you keep listening, right? You keep doing the things that make you better, right? If your spirit man is low, what do? You drink water. When you're thirsty, you feel parched, you feel dehydrated. What do? You hydrate yourself. How do you hydrate yourself in the spirit? You get into the scriptures. When you start feeling funny, what do? You start feeling off, things not going right. You got to find time to drink water. And the water is the spirit. It's the word. It's the Bible. It's the scriptures. It's the understanding, the wisdom, power, knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And how do you get that? You go to the book and you get into the spirit and you start supping with the Lord, and the Lord start giving you nourishment. Okay. So right quick, let me read this. This is Proverbs 24. And this is Proverbs 24. And I'm going to start at 13. My son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb which is sweet to thy taste. And this scriptures is living water. It's honey. This is your honeycomb. This is your honey that you need to eat because it's sweet to the taste. It nourishes your body. It makes you feel good, right? It brings life back into you. Your death is set in when you're starving, when you're parched, when you can't take it anymore. When you've been dehydrated, death is setting in, right? But when you start to drink and eat, you come back to life. So when you start back reading the scriptures, your carnal man starts to die and your spiritual man starts to gain power. Verse 14. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul. See? How do you get the knowledge and wisdom? From the honeycomb. What's the honeycomb? The scriptures. See? That's the honey. The scriptures is the honey. The scriptures is the water. It's the feeding. It's the way we eat. It's the way we nourish ourselves. Verse 14. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul. When thou hast found it, then there shall be a reward, and thy expectations shall not be cut off. Okay? So your reward is what? Is everlasting life, is everlasting salvation, is the kingdom of heaven, is rulership. When you find your honey, your sweet, when you find, which is wisdom, knowledge, and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, you find it through the scriptures. Now you're going to get your everlasting life. Now you get the expectations, now that you've been expecting. Now you get the rewards that you got coming to you, your knowledge. You get to understand it, right? You understand who you are. You understand what you're in, right? Lay not wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Because what does Satan always do? Satan is set up to throw us off. Satan is set up to make us fail. Satan is set up to make us work jobs that you got to work 12, 13, 14 hours a day. Satan is set up to throw you off. Satan is set up to fuck your life up. Satan is set up to fuck your money over, to make you wait a week to get your money, to get paid, and then set up to have all your bills come out on the week that you needed your money. And then you flat broke until you get money that following Friday. That Satan is set up. Everything is set up till you have money one day in your bank account. And you're like, fuck, son, you needed some money for this. And you turn around like, oh shit, this just came out. This just came out your account. And next thing you know, you're like, fuck, I can't cover the other thing because this Satan is set up one thing after the next. It's set up to fuck. He's a hindrance. He's a hindrance to your life. So in order to combat it and fight it, what do? You get into the scriptures. You need the water. You keep watering yourself to keep yourself focused, to keep yourself calm, to keep your carnal man down. You keep the spiritual man strong. And you know, at the end of the day, it's all a test. It's all a test from Yahweh Shema Shai. And you've conquered. All you got to do is fight the fight. Fight the good fight of faith. All you got to do is stay strong, stay focused, keep believing, keep pushing, right? So lay not wait, O wicked man, Satan, right? Against the dwelling of the righteous. Spoil not his resting place. And our resting place is Yahweh Shema Shai, our spirit man, right? For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. So when you wicked, you're going to fall and you're going to just fall out like so many men has done in this truth. When you fall out, you go do wicked shit. You go back to the world. You go back to Christianity. You go back to doing all the wicked shit of the earth. You do the nigga shit. But a righteous man gets back up. Okay? But a righteous man, he gets up and he gets back into the scriptures again, right? For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again. But if that man that fell you thought was righteous, but he was wicked, he's never going to get back up again. He's going to go to some bullshit. He's going to become a Muslim. He's going to become all kind of different weird shit. He's going to get into the world. He's going to go into idolatry, idol worship, right? But a just man, he's going to what? He's going to get right back into the scriptures. He's going to prove himself. He's going to study. He's going to do the things that the Lord deemed him to be and do. He's going to prophesy. He's going to be a help to the brotherhood. He's going to do the things that the Lord has put on his lot in life. He's going to be like, if it something simple as Zechariah. John the Baptist's father. All he did was light incense. Okay. He was a righteous man. He was a man of the Lord. but he had what we was called a small job. But that was a job that he did, and he did it for the Lord, and that was his part, right? He put John the Baptist in Elizabeth. That was his job. He brought forth one of the greatest men of the Lord that has been, right? But when you go to scriptures, even John the Baptist ended up least in the kingdom, but he still was a great man, did a great work, a mighty work for Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay. And who was his father? Zechariah. He came through his seed line. And what did Zechariah do? He had his tongue taken from him, and the Lord had him burning incense. So, but he was a righteous man. Okay. So rejoice. So 17. Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth, and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbled. Lest the Lord see it, and it displeases him, and he turned away his wrath from him. So the Lord, many times that men of the Lord be happy over the fall of the wicked. Well, the Lord be like, look, that ain't what I'm doing it for, your pleasure. So I'll tell you what, I won't put them through hell. I'll take the hell off of them, and then I'll let you go through and suffer. Because, your job is to be humble. Stay humble all the time. Humility. Stay in the scriptures. Stay focused and stay humble and have humility. So, we have to watch, too, as men of the Lord, the things that we do and who we rejoice over. Because sometimes we can be rejoicing and thinking it's a righteous thing for us to do. But the Lord will look at it like, even though he was wicked, could be prideful to the Lord. And we could be showing ourselves to be prideful, and the Lord turn around and take that harsh judgment off the wicked, just because he want to show us to be human. Your job is to be humility, to be humble, right? Our job is to be humble unto Yahweh Shem Shai. So when the Lord does something against one of our enemies, we are to praise him. We're to praise Yahweh Shem Shai for the work that he is putting upon the enemy. Not laughing and these stupid motherfuckers. That's what you get how the Lord fucked you up. No, call Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, the water Yahweh Shem Shai for your peace, for your love, the water Yahweh Shai for cursing the enemy. Thank you, Lord. The water, right? All right, let me go here. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4. Let me get this. All right. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 8. We are troubled on every side, right? Everywhere we look, like I said, everywhere you go in this world, it's a stumbling block. Everywhere you go in this world, there's trouble. Working a job is trouble. Working a 9 to 5 is trouble. Going through the daily rigmarole of life is trouble, because you're beating yourself down. Right? For the so-called white man, for this world, for your family, for your children. You pushing yourself through rigorousness to try to make it in this world, to try to have food in your house, to try to have clothes on your backs, to feed your kids, to feed your family, to, everything, to pay your bills. And your everything is trouble, man. Because why? We're in hell. This is hell. Hell is a condition of your affliction. It's the grave. It's a condition. And you have a rough, tough condition, right? It's always some shit. It never seems that things is okay. But sometimes for a moment but then you look around, here comes some more shit. So you're in a tough spot, right? You go back to the Jonah in the belly of the whale, or the belly of the fish, however you want to call it. He was in a hell because he was in a tough predicament. He was in a strait. He was in a strait. Okay. He was in a hard place, man. And we're here in hell, and this is a hard place. We are in the strait. So every time you look, something's good, something goes bad. So verse 8, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Why? Because we got the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. When you're a man of the Lord, yeah, you're going to be troubled. Yeah, you're going to fall 7 times. Yeah, you're going to be perplexed. Yeah, you're going to feel distressed. But you're not going to be distressed, because you're going to go right back to the scriptures. You're going to go right back to your power. You're going to go right back to your understanding. You're going to go right back to your honey. You're going to go right back to your water. You're going to nourish yourself. You're going to keep yourself out of that knuckle dragon spirit. You're going to keep yourself out of that snuffleupagus, right? From Big Bird, from Sesame Street. You're going to stay out of that depression spirit. You're going to stay out of that anxiety. You're going to stay out of that anger. You're going to get even killed. Because why? We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. And only how we not distressed because we got the power of Yahweh Shem Shai, and he gave us the scriptures. He gave us knowledge and wisdom and understanding. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. So we're not destroyed here. Satan can't destroy us because why? When you're fighting to be a man of the Lord, this is the condition of the battle, right? This is the condition of the battle that we are in as Israelite men. This shit is going to get hard. You're going to feel like you're not always a man of the Lord. You're going to fuck up. You're going to make fucked up decisions sometimes. You're going to miss the fucking mark. Okay? You're going to make a mistake, man. You're going to say something wrong. You're going to do something wrong. You might miss camp on some stupid shit. You can have great intentions, but something can come in between them great intentions and fuck your shit up. You know, you can miss camp and say, oh, man, I'm gonna go work the job. Then I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna go to camp. And you don't get off the fucking job. Shit happens, the kind of job you working, right? Some shit happens and you on a job up until 10, 11 o'clock at night. You like, what the fuck? Life has a way, right? Satan ways are to hinder, and you can go through many hindrances without even being able to see it. You're not going to be able to see it. And that's why you got to be spiritually sound. You got to be spiritually strong to make it through. That's why you got to have enough oil in your lamps. That's the point of studying. Even when you don't put a video out, listen to the brothers, putting scriptures in your mind, driving in your car to work, to school, to where the fuck ever, putting some scriptures, listen to the brothers, listen to the Bible itself. You have to do things to keep your spirit, man, up and woke. And you got to keep them nourished. You got to keep the honey and the water in them so he don't dry out. Because when he dry out, then you start feeling the snuffleupagus. Then you start knuckle dragging. You start feeling like you're not a man of the Lord. You start making dumb mistakes. You start saying dumb shit out your mouth. You start, because Satan done kicked in. Now your flesh done kicked in. Ephesians 6. Remember, this war is against the flesh. So it's a spiritual war. This war is the spirit and the flesh. The spirit is fighting the flesh is fighting the spirit. You got to let your spirit man be strong. You're in this carnal world, but you're a spiritual man. But your body is carnal. The flesh, you have to fight it. Right? And in order to keep your flesh down, you got to strengthen your spirit. And only how to strengthen your spirit, man, is to get in the scriptures. Read. Study to show thyself approved. Read. Do the work. Because the only way you could ever get good at it, the only way you could ever feel complete with it, is if you take the time to study, listen, learn. Okay? And that's what we miss a lot of times. Put the brothers on while you're driving. Like I say, put the Bible itself, you can just play it and roll. That's nourishing your spirit. That's studying. You listen to the scriptures, that's studying. That's work. So, back to the scriptures. Verse 9, persecuted, but not forsaken. That's right. Cast down, but not destroyed. The Lord is not going to destroy us, but we're going to go through hard shit. You read Jonah. Jonah went through some shit, but he wasn't destroyed. Okay? Always bearing about in the body the dying of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, that the life also of Yahweh Shai might be manifest in our bodies. So we're pushing forth the scriptures. We're pushing forth the light of the Lord. We're pushing forth Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai For we which live are always delivered unto death. Because this is death, right? We're here in the flesh. We're in hell, right? For which we are, Salakia. So then death, damn, Salakia. I don't miss my spot. Oh, here you go. Verse 10. Verse 11. For we which live are always delivered unto death for Yahushua sake, that the life also of Yahushua might be made manifest in our mortal flesh. So then death worketh in us. We're born in a sin, right? But life in you. And how do you get that life? Through the scriptures, through the belief, through faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, through hope. We have the same spirit of faith according as it is written. I believed, and therefore have I spoken. We also believe, and therefore speak. So if I believe it, I speak it, because that's the faith. So what I've read in the scriptures, I'm being nourished. My soul is being nourished. My spirit is being nourished. My spirit man is getting stronger by the day, because I'm constantly got some scriptures on, constantly listening to the brothers, constantly reading. I'm doing these things to keep me up. I'm on the highways and I'm believing in the Lord. And I'm going through hell, and through all this shit, I'm going losing money here, losing money there, taking money from me here, taking money. This bill due, that bill due. It's constant. Like, this got a problem, dealing with this family member, dealing with that family member, this argument, that, the job trying to do this, the job. I mean, it's a constant ball of fuckery, man. But through it all, you got to take that meditation and meditate on the things of the Lord. You got to find that closet, and you got to block everything out, and you got to just get straight to the Lord. You got to get to that quiet place. You got to get with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and work your spirit, man. And so that way the Lord will work, seeing you being faithful. He'll work and he'll lighten it up. He'll move some shit out your way. He'll give you a break. But he gonna give it back, because you got to get tested. You got to go through you got to be refined. We're being refined as gold is refined. We're made pure. We're being worked. He's handcrafting us. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is handcrafting us. He's molding us. He's the potter. We're the clay. He's making us great through the hard shit. Because when you go through hard shit, it refines you. It makes you better. It makes you stronger. Mentally, spiritually, and physically. You get stronger and better. Just like when you pump the weights. It's hard. It's not easy lifting up 250, 230, 220, 240. Right? Whatever, however much weight a brother. But it's hard. But you pump it because you see the byproduct. You see the results. You see what you get. And that's the same way we do with the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We keep pumping in the spirit. Because why? You see the results. You see the understanding, the knowledge. You understand the peace. Right? These things you start to get, and you enjoy it. And you say, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what it is. Because I'm not letting this go. Because I love this pump. This is the best pump I could ever get. My pecs is so big. Your spiritual pecs, your body is so huge that, it's glorious. You understand? It's glorious. And that's what it is when you're in the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Your spirit man got to be as big as your carnal man is. But that much more stronger and better. Okay? All right, back to the scriptures. We having the same spirit of faith according as it is written. I believed, and therefore have I spoken. We also believe, and therefore speak, knowing that he which raised up the Lord, who raised him up, Yahweh, raised up Yahushua, shall rise up us also by Yahushua, and shall present us with you. For all things are of your sakes, that the abundant grace might through the thanksgiving of many redound to the glory of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. For which cause we faint not. We ain't fainting. We ain't giving up. We ain't quitting. We ain't falling out. We keep going. And why we don't faint? Because we stay in the spirit. Why we don't faint? Because we keep feeding ourselves. We keep feeding. Just like if you don't eat food, you don't drink, you will die. Eventually, you'll fall out. You can't move. You get weak. Right? It's the same thing in the scriptures. If we don't eat our food, we gonna fall and die. If we don't get our honey, if we don't get our water, we gonna fucking perish. We're gonna wither away. The spirit will fall away. It will be malnourished. We'll be weak. We'll be like nothing. Right? And we'll be consumed by the things of this world. Okay? For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish. Because why is it perishing? Because see, your outward man perish because the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is so strong on you. The spirit of the Lord is so strong on you that your outward man can't take it. So your inner man starts to take over, and it starts to grow, and it starts to get greater and better. Right? So the inner man is, though our outward man perish, yet the inner man, which is the spirit, is renewed day by day. Renewed day by day. You got to renew your spirit daily. Every day, you got to be in the scriptures. Day by day, it's a fight. Every new day is a new day you got to fight. You got to get up. This is the condition of the battle. You got to get up for the fight. And when you don't renew your spirit, when you don't get into the Bible, when you don't listen to the scriptures, when you don't read the scriptures, you are losing the battle. Your spirit man is getting weaker and weaker, and your carnal man gets stronger and stronger. If you listen to nigga music, your carnal man is getting stronger and stronger. Your spiritual man is getting weaker and weaker. But once you start listening to the things of the Lord, your spirit man, your inner man becomes stronger. Your outward man becomes weaker. The flesh, right? We warn against the flesh. Remember that. Okay? For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment. Why? Because this world is for a moment. And the things is hard only but for a moment, and they lighten up. You might get some more, and they lighten up. It's an everyday battle. It's a renewing. It's a day by day battle. Worketh for us, right? A far more exceeding an eternal weight of glory, while we look not at the things which are seen. That's this world. You can't look at the world. You can't look at what we're going through. You can't look at the things here on this earth. You can't look at the job. You can't look at the hours. You can't look at the money. You got to focus on the things of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yes, you got to make money. Yes, you got to work. Yes, I understand that. Definitely. You young guys, you in football, basketball, whatever you're doing. Yeah, you got to train for those things, but you got to set this time aside for the Lord. Through all those things you do, you have to give the Lord his just due. You got to pay the Lord his money. And he wants your spirit. He wants you to be in tune with him. You can play football. You can play basketball. But you got to be in tune with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got to give the Lord his time. If you can give sports time, you can give the Lord their time. If you give your job time, you give the Lord. If you give your woman time, you can give the Lord your time. And that's our job. That's what we're here to do. We are here to be here. Love the world? No. Be in the world, but don't love the world. Don't love the things of the world. But you got to live in it. So you do what you do for what it is, and you move on. Okay? You don't sell your soul for this world, man. It's no profit. There's no profit because death is imminent. It's only but for a moment. This shit don't last forever. You get 20, 30 years, 15, 20. You get 60. Maybe you live till you're 70. But that's a short time. Life is but for a moment. And then by the time you get to a certain age, your body's so fucked up. Hell, you ain't living anyway. You're dead. Because when you done play these rough sports, fuck your knees up, fuck your back up. You You walking around like light work, baby. What was his name? Ronnie Coleman. Barely can walk and shit. Your fucking rod probably don't work. You get to a certain age, you got all these different ailments and shit. Hell, fuck, you fucking dead anyway. So what was the point? You make all this money, you do all this shit, and you be like Kobe Bryant, you die when you 40. Fuck. Like, man, it ain't fucking worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. This world is not worth it. So you get what you can while you in it, and you get the fuck out. You enjoy what you can while you're in it, but you don't fall in love with it. You don't sell your soul for it. You know? Back to the scriptures. This is my last. I'm a close out here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just right quick. I meant to get a couple other scriptures. Psalms 34, 17 through 21. What was my other scripture I said I wanted to get? I think that was it. Psalms 34 would be my other scripture, but I'm gonna just close out. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. See? And what's not seen? It's the kingdom of heaven. That's what we look forward to. We look for the blessing, for the glory. Because we can see this shit. We can see cars. We can see the money. We can see the houses. We can see, but we cannot see the things of the Lord. We cannot physically see the glory, the mansions, that the Lord is in my Father's house. There are many mansions. We ain't, that's what we looking for. That's the glory, man. Right? But at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, temporary. This world, temporary. Some people make it out the womb, some people don't. Some people make it to 4, some people don't. Some people make it to 10, some people don't. Some people make it to 15, 20, 30, 40. It's a variation. You don't know how long you get. You don't know. So it's temporal. So don't set your life up for this, because this ends quick. You don't know when your end is. You don't know when your time is up. So set your life for the things after, right? Back to the scriptures. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Okay? So, hey, look, I'm Yaquab for Wise. So, Yahushua Sanctified Ones. Hope that was edifying to somebody. Hope somebody got something out of that, which I know I just did. That was a very, very, not even just Salaki. I'm not trying to up myself or lift or blow smoke up my ass. I'm just, from the spiritual standpoint, I needed that for myself, because it's a day by day. This is a day by day fight. This is a day by day renewal. Every day we got to go through this fight. We are fighting from the time we wake up to the time we fall asleep. All right. Stay strong. Keep fighting. We almost out of here. Time is short. The Lord is near. Believe, have faith. Hey, if you playing your little ball, play your ball. Keep the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You got to work 12 hours, 13 hours. Keep the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Keep pushing. No matter what you do, find time and give to the Lord. Water your spirit. Give nourishment and honey to your soul. Keep striving. Keep fighting. We almost out of here. Remember, it's the things that are not seen is what we're fighting for. The things that are not seen is the goal. With that said, Shalom, Abal, keep fighting.